We need to talk about taking photos, what locations we can go to, and when it's okay and where it's okay to take photos at school. For photo assignment projects, there will be designated areas to use and work. We've already talked about taking photographs with purpose. So, when you're out on assignment to take photos for class, it's important that you stay focused on our learning goal and mission. We do have a classroom to use, but the school, the entire campus, is our classroom. We can use other areas of it only with permission. We do have a photo studio to use. We can take photographs in our park, in our nature trails, and in our outdoor classroom area. We can take photographs in the hallway, in the gym, in the cyber cafe, in the wolf den, in the Student Success Center, and the main office. We can take photographs in other classrooms too, but only with permission from that facilitator or teacher. We need to stay inside of the boundaries of our school property during the school day, unless, of course, you have signed out of the school office and you have your parents' permission. Photography 2 and 3 will have access to check cameras out overnight and over the weekend for additional photo assignments and experiments. We can take photographs outside of school, in the community, on our adventures, during trips, at sporting events, and many other places. If you're in photography 1, due to limited equipment, we need to do our homework or our taking photos with purpose at school. If we do any photography homework at home and taking photos out in the community, more than likely we will use our cell phone cameras to do that work, unless, of course, you have your own camera at home. I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a brand new camera. You can use the ones at school until you get the hang of it and decide if you want to get one. When it's not okay to take photographs at school, there's definitely some areas that we cannot take photos at school. And we need to be aware of that before we go out on our photo assignments. It is not okay to go take photos in other classrooms without permission from the facilitator. The other teacher might not want you in their classroom because sometimes a photographer and a camera can be a distraction to learning. Who knows, the people in that classroom might be taking a test or giving presentations that day. And we want to be respectful of their classroom and what they're learning in there. I will give the other facilitators a sign with the camera crossed out as a symbol for no photos. I've asked them to hang this by their door if they don't want you in their classroom that particular day. We are so lucky that most all of our facilitators want you in their classrooms to capture the exciting learning that's happening in there. So most days, most of the classrooms have an open door policy, but it is best practice to get permission first. It is not okay to take photographs in the nurse's office or pointing through the door from outside of the nurse's office. Nobody wants their picture taken while they're sick. Let's be respectful of our peers and not take any photos in the nurse's office. Sure, you can take a picture of our nurse if you ask her first or ask him first and have them come out of the nurse's office and then take their picture. It is not okay to take photographs while in the restroom. I know there's lots of people that do it. They take their cell phone into the restroom and they take selfies in the mirror. Do not do that with our school professional level cameras. Please. No cameras in the restroom. period. We should not take any pictures while in the locker rooms. We do have some locker rooms outside of our gym. I put that it is not okay to take pictures in the school parking lot. What I mean by that is for safety reasons, we really do want to stay out of the student parking lot and stay away from other people's cars so no accidents happen to them. We definitely are not going to get inside of other people's cars or look in them to take pictures. Now, I know I personally love to take pictures of vehicles and cars because they are beautiful pieces of engineering. And the dashboards and the details on some cars are just beautiful and fun to take pictures of. Not to mention, think of the reflections and interesting photos you can get. But for your safety, at school, we will not be taking any photos in the student parking lot, mainly because we have lots of students that come to school late because they travel or are rushing to get to a college class, and they will not be on the lookout for you while you are in the parking lot taking pictures. So, for your safety, stay out of the school parking lot. It is not okay to take photographs near the elementary school playground. We do have an elementary school next to our building, and there are times we collaborate on things. But at this time, I'm going to ask you to not take any pictures of the children out on the elementary school playground. We do not have permission to take their pictures. We would need to get a model release form signed by their parents for us to take pictures of their children. And so we will not be taking any pictures of the elementary school playground. Finally, if there is an emergency at school or another student is getting sick or emergency care, please be respectful and do not take any pictures of that situation. I know if that was you that maybe needed an ambulance or emergency care, you would not want your picture taken by a bunch of other people and posted. So let's be respectful of each other and elevate our photography to a professional level. If you have questions on this list, please let me know. This year, we need to make sure we follow the CDC guidelines and implement social distancing in our school. So while you're out taking photo assignments, it is important that you stay 6 foot apart at all times from other students. I know there's times where this is very tricky, but wait and be patient. And zoom in, use that zoom lens to get closer to objects if you need to. We also need to clean up all shared workspaces in our classroom and in our studio. And finally, when we're taking pictures and we're sharing equipment, it's important that when we're done, that we disinfect the camera with wipes. So this is the basics on where it's okay to take photos in our school and where it's not okay to take photos in our school. If you have questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.